Hey there, this is Chad Garber, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to find any note on the guitar. So if you like this video, give me a like and subscribe to see more. Eat all day, get big easy. The first thing you need to do in order to find the notes of the guitar is you have to know the string notes. And what I just said, eat all day, get big easy, is a mnemonic device to help you with these strings. So you go from the thickest string to the thinnest string. It's eat all day, get big easy. E, eat, all, A, second string, day, D, third string, eat all day, get, G, fourth string, big, fifth string, big, easy, E. So that's the first step, is to know the string notes. And that's easy because if you eat all day, get big easy. The next idea is that you have to grasp in order to find any note on the guitar is when it comes down to the notes and the flats and the sharps. Okay, there are 7 letters, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And a typical rule is if you go up 1 half step, you'll make it a sharp. So if you go from A, you go to A sharp. And then, for instance, if you go to D, you go to D sharp. And if you go backwards, like if you're on a D and you go backwards, it'll be a D flat. So when you go up the notes, you sharp it. When you go down, you flat it, okay? So that concept is important. But then here's I think the most important part in trying to find any note on the guitar, and probably the most difficult, or has been the most difficult for me to grasp for some reason. But if you look at these 4 notes, the B and the C and the E and the F, but between those 2 notes, between the B and the C and between the E and the F, there are no flats or sharps. There's nothing between the B and the C and the E and the F. So when you're counting, you go from the B and you go to the next step up, it's C. If you want to sharpen the B, it becomes a C. Now, if you want to flatten the C, it becomes a B. All right? In the same way as if you want to sharpen the E, it will become an F. And if you want to flat the F, it'll become an E. There is nothing in between those 2 notes, B and the C and the E and the F. Either way, backwards or downwards, there's no flat or sharp in between those 2 things. A corollary to that is all the other notes have flats and sharps, okay? And so whenever you go up the fret, each one of these is a half step. So if you go from an E, for instance, you got to start with a string. The next step up, is there a note, is there a sharp or a flat between the E and the F? No. So it's E, F. Okay, so you go up one half step, which is F sharp. There's no problem with that. F sharp is a note. So you're gonna go up that way, half a step all the way to we're gonna go just to an octave for now. Okay, so you have F, E, F sharp, G. Okay, yeah, after F sharp, there's a G. You go half a step up and there's a G. Okay, so what's the next half step after G? G sharp. Okay, what about after G sharp? What's next? A. Okay, what's after A? A sharp. And what's after A sharp? B. B, okay. And what's after B? Is there a sharp or a flat between B and C ever? No. So the next note is C. The next note is C. Okay? So then C sharp is the next one. D is the next one. D sharp is the next one. And then E. So that's if you go sharp. So if you go left to right, you're sharpening each one. You're going half a step up, and you will add sharps as you are not in the natural note. All right? So then you can do the same thing backwards. So you'll start with an E. So right, those 2 dots are the octave, okay? So it's like the open E and hitting the 12th note are the same notes. And that's all the way down. A, okay, E, A, D, D. Those are all the same notes as the opens, okay? So then you just go backwards. We'll start with the E, the octave. So you got E, and now we're going to go this way. From right to left is going to be flatting them, okay? So E, E flat. What's after E flat? D. After D is D flat. After D flat is C. Okay, so C, what's after C? Remember, there's never a sharp or a flat between the B and the C or the C and the B. So if we're at C here, one half step down is B. And then B flat, and then after B flat is A flat, G, G flat, F, and then remember, there's no flat or sharp ever between F and E, or F, E, and F. So the next note is F, and then E. I know this is basic, but this way of counting, I mean, it's basic on one hand, but it's also difficult. It's difficult to go back and forth for some reason. I think the key, though, and what was difficult for me for such a long time, is either way. The key is in between the B and C, and in between the E and F, there are no flats and no sharps. That will cover you either way. So if you're going up, you're going down, it doesn't matter. There's nothing ever. It's like the B and C can never be separated, and the E and F can never be separated. They can never be separated by a flat or a sharp. I like that. So the B and C or the E and F cannot be separated by a flat or a sharp. Okay? So we'll do the next string, and then we'll let you do, you can kind of go through them all. And so the first one, A, the second string is A, remember? Eat all. So we got A. So A, first note, you're going to go sharp. A sharp, right? What's after A sharp? B. What's after B? Remember, there's never anything between B and C, so C. And then C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Okay, there's never ever anything between E and F, right? So F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and they're done. And you can always keep on going, you know what I mean? You can, keep on going down. I'm just doing the first octave, okay? And here's the thing. You can just go forward, but I'm going backwards as well, because I think it'll help you and help me be quicker at finding the notes. Because if you're way up here, if you're like on the D, you don't want to have to go E, F, blah, blah. You can just start from the E and go backwards. So I think this is another crucial step that I don't ever hear really mentioned very much. So to me, you learn both ways, okay? So let's go back down then with an A. So we got A flat, G, G flat, F. Okay, there's never anything between the E and the F, right? So F, E, E flat, D, D flat, C. Remember, nothing ever between the B and the C, or the C and the B. B, B flat, A. All right, so we'll do the next string. D, D sharp, E, E. And then there's never anything between the E and the F, right? So F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Never anything between the B and the C, right? So then C, C sharp, D. And then we go backwards, again, just as important. D, D flat, C. There's never anything between the B and the C, so B, B flat, A flat, G. I'm checking the octaves to make sure I'm right. So G, G flat, F. There's never anything between the E and the F, right? So then E, and then E flat, and then D. All right, and you can do that every string. Okay, so we'll do it again one more time. Well, actually, we'll go through them, I guess. We don't have to do the high E, because the high E is just like the low E. All right, so then we go to the next string. Eat all day, get. So we're on G, right? G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Never anything between the B and the C, so C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Never anything between the E and the F, so F, F sharp, G. And then backwards is G, G flat, F. Yeah, that's F. Yeah. Okay, so there's never anything between the F and the E, so then E, E flat, D, D flat, C. Never anything between the C and the B, right? So B, B flat, A flat, G. All right, so then the B string. You got B. There's never anything between the B and the C, right? So C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. Never anything between the E and the F, so F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Never anything between the B and the C, C. Okay, we already got the end of the octave though, so yeah, B. My bad. Okay, so then the high E is the same thing as we did the. But let's go backwards on the B last thing. All right, so the B, the octave, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F. Never between E and F, right? So E, E flat, D, D flat, C, and then never anything between the C and the B, B. So a cool thing about this is you don't even need a guitar in your hand to practice this. Like if you're in traffic or you're just having some time to think and memorize things, you can do all this in your head. Just visualize the strings. E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, E, E, F, F sharp, G. So you can do it in your head, and then when you get to the guitar, it'll be a lot easier to do it. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do it. So if you like this video, give me a like and subscribe to see more. Thanks.